guys, so I figured I would do a tutorial today because I haven't done one in a while. So this is the look that I did today. It's generally my everyday kind of light neutral look, I guess. There's not really much to it. It's a very easy, fast, simple look. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we'll get started now. Here we go. So hey guys, this is the final look. It's a very neutral eye with just some winged liner, and that's about it. It's very wearable for every day. So I'm just going to get started. So the first thing you're going to do is prime your eyes. It doesn't really matter what you use really, but I prefer MAC paint pots, at least at the moment. That's what I prefer to use. So I'm using Vintage Selection and Rubenesque. And the one thing to make sure you don't do with paint pots is to layer them on too thickly, but I'm just going to do a thin layer of both. There we go. This is Vintage Selection. It's like a nice champagne color. Focus on my face, camera. There we go. Just gonna spread this all the way up to the brow bone. Very sheer layer. Just kind of like adding a little bit of sparkle to your eye base. The next one is Rubenesque, and I'm sure you guys have all seen this before. Looks like that. It's a very pretty pinky color. It's a little bit golden. It's really nice. I've been using this every day since I bought it, which was maybe a couple years ago. A little over a year ago anyway. So yeah, that is just the general base. Okay, the first shadow you're going to be using is Stila's Kitten, which is like a cult favorite. Focus. There we go. So it's a really pretty color. These Stila shadows are very soft and buttery feeling, and I really, really appreciate that in the shadow. So I'm going to be using this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's just their dollar brush that's super cheap and very easy to use and easy to find. They're sold at Target and on their website and stuff like that. So that is that. Just a little bit. You don't have to cover your whole lid, just generally 3/4 of the way. So that is that. The next step, you're going to be using any kind of brown color, like a medium brown. So I'm going to be using Satin Taupe by MAC, which is my favorite, and you'll probably be able to see how much I love it. I can't even see. There we go. That is Satin Taupe. Okay, so you're just going to be using a fluffy brush. This is a Target brush. It's by Studio Tools. It's only $2 or $3. I love this brush so much. It's really, really good for crease work and stuff, or if you're like me, you have to fake a crease. I have a monolid, which means you don't have a crease, so as you can see, it's just kind of flat there. There's no definition like that, so I kind of have to make do with that. But I'm just going to blend this slowly, bring it inwards, and as you're doing that, just blend it out so there's no harsh edges. Get a little bit more. And that's about it. You can do touch-ups just to make sure that both sides are even, but that is about all the shadow you need really. It's a very neutral, natural look, so that's all you need for that. And the last little touch, you don't really have to do this, but I just kind of like to do it. This is All That Glitters, right here, and it's a peachy pink color. It's very similar to Rubenesque, but in shadow form. I'm just going to put that in the center of my eyelid. There's no really reason for it. I just kind of wanted to do that. So that is the eyeshadow. Now it would be really helpful if you have a very fluffy brush that you don't use to apply any color really. I have this Eco Tools brush, and it's just a very fluffy brush that you can use to help blend out the edges of your eyeshadow. So I'm just going to start this way and slowly focus. There we go. Slowly just start to blend it out. So there you go. So that's the eyeshadow. Really quickly, you're going to want to take any kind of highlighter really. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild pencil in Pixie. There we go. So this is the pencil in Pixie. Okay, so you're going to take this under the brow like this, and you're going to take your finger and just blend it out. Of course, if you're doing this on someone else, you might not want to use your finger. And then you're going to take it in the inner corner, just so you have a little bit more highlight. Then you're going to blend that out as well. And that's just to add a little bit more highlight. Okay, this eye look is very shimmery, so you might want to do a matte highlight over that. I just kind of like to take this matte shadow from the Too Faced Natural Eye Kit right here, and I'm going to place that over the Pixie pencil under my brow bone and just kind of do that. Spread it out a little bit and blend it downwards. So that is that. Okay. Now you're going to be doing your liquid liner, cream, gel liner, whatever you want. I'm using the NYC liquid liner in black. There we go. NYC liquid eyeliner. And the brush is very fine. Okay, so I like to start in the middle of my eye and go outwards. And then I go from the front. Sorry, this is really hard to do on camera. Okay, so you have that, and then you also, the wing is optional. I can't not do a wing now that I've started to do it. It's just kind of something that's a part of my everyday eye look, so that is just a basic wing. You want to make sure that both the sides are even, so that's one thing. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is line my lower lash line, tight line as well. This is the Milani Liquify that I've been raving about lately. There we go. And it looks like that. Okay, you're going to use this to line your lower lash line. And then you're going to tight line. And I don't like pull up my lid or anything. I just kind of like stick the pencil in here and just kind of wedge it in there, because I don't feel the need to do anything other than that. I know other people pull, like, they use their finger to kind of like lift their lid, but I don't really need to do that, at least not with this pencil, because it's very soft and easy to use. So that is the completed eye look. Now I just have to add mascara, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. It's a very neutral eye. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and try it out maybe, and let me know how it turns out for you guys. So that's it, and I will see you guys later.